Bodegas Cepa 21 is a modern, innovative winery situated in the heart of the Ribera del Duero, in the village of Castrillo de Duero. It represents an expression of tradition and a modern style. It's the legacy of the third generation of the Moro family, which has a 60-year vitiviniculture tradition in the Ribera del Duero. Its aim is to consolidate itself as an international brand. Currently, it exports to nearly 60 countries. We have 3 types of wine: Hito, Cepa 21 and Malabrigo.
Hello, here we are in Bodegas Cepa 21, and we're going to taste this wine, which bears the name of the winery. We'll unravel the characteristics of the vintage, both from a climatological and oenological standpoint, with the help of Vicente and Álvaro. Let's start with Vicente. What was the 2009 like?
Pues la añada 2009 descrita en una palabra la podemos calificar como de excelente.
Summarized in one word, excellent. It was a vintage that hit all the right buttons from a climatological point of view. The winter was cold with moderate spring rainfall. This was followed by a dry, hot summer, but with intermittent rain that enabled the plant to fully complete its vegetative cycle.
Ayudaron a que la planta pudiera terminar bien su ciclo vegetativo.
There was good photosynthesis, so the bunches were well formed, with a good production of sugars, of acidity, and of polyphenols. This resulted in a good final ripening and an excellent grape quality. Very good. Álvaro, what do you think about the vintage?
From an oenological point of view, it was a very complete, balanced vintage, which gave us great raw materials to start producing wines. As we start the tasting and pause a moment to appreciate the wine, the first thing that hits us is its varietal presence. The fruit has different registers than the fruit from a young wine. It is more crafted, evolved, and with more complexity. It unifies beautifully the spices that we have added with the French oak barrels and the sweet touches from the American oak barrels. It's an ensemble in which the fruit dominates and is the main protagonist. All our efforts were aimed at achieving that dominance. In the glass, we can see it's a great wine, a wine with presence, and makes itself felt when you drink it, but gently caressing rather than astringent.
And above all, velvety, sweet.
Sweet. Its best characteristic is that when you put down the glass, it invites you to pick it up again.
I think it's also worth mentioning the way this wine will evolve in the bottle due to the potency of the vintage. We recommend that it be served at between 14 and 16 degrees centigrade. I think it's a perfect wine to drink or to keep.